know what they pulled back up out of this ball.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Are we in there? We in. He's on fire. He's on four. That is it. H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you from Houston, Texas. It's Thursday. Jimmy called it Baby Friday. Guess what? We're loaded today. We're really, really loaded, but I want to have a couple of shots. Shout out, Jimmy. Shout out to Eddie Lampkin, Jimmy. Eddie Lampkin went out there and won the MVP, Morton Ranch star. Eddie Lampkin went out and won the MVP of the Steph Curry's camp. He won the MVP of my nephew's camp, man. Hey, so I guess, I kind of like that. So what else, Jimmy? And I got a couple of other things. I want you to shout out, Jimmy, to the Houston Cougars men's basketball team. They made it safe to Italy. They had a post, and I just wanted to share it to you, by Mikael McLean, assistant coach. He said, when your hoop dreams ended early as a player, but you continue to flourish as a coach and take you worldwide. So he's a guy that he was just young men, young parents, young people. This basketball can actually take you all over the world. It is taking some guys all over the world. So just because you don't make it as a pro basketball player, look, this guy said he just coaching. Now he's coaching in Italy, coaching. Unbelievable. Shout out to your base basketball team. Jimmy, what you got?
We got golf news. You are a resident golfer. And Tiger Woods' scores a 75 in the first round of the FedEx Cup. And, Tiger, remember he had back issues on his warm-up round. And so that's, not a good start for Tiger. But it is a good day for the Astros. Boy, I had my Astros gear on yesterday. I was in full Astros mode. And, another smacking the Astros did put on Colorado, the Rockies, yesterday. And, they scored 25 runs in the last 2 games. Once again, if you have not taken one of the young people in your family to see this version of the Astros, then I encourage you to do so. I really do. This lineup, man, I'm telling you guys, it might be, right now, they're talking it as possible the best offensive lineup in the history of the Houston Astros. Based on not what they could do, but based on what they've done and what they're doing. That's only, understand, our cleanup batter is Bregman. And he's batting like 270. That's the lowest batting average of the starting lineup.
But the cleanup is kind of important.
And Bregman, understand, Bregman he's an all-star. I'm just letting you know, this is our cleanup.
But cleanup's supposed to be the man's dude anyway, right?
Sometimes, don't get it twisted. 270 is about a good middle range. It's not low. I'm talking about.
But you say he's not. So why is he batting cleanup and he's not our best batter?
We've used. Remember, Carrera used to be the cleanup batter a year ago. But then Bregman had a monster year last season. And, A.J. Hinch, the manager, he's toyed with several liners. Remember now, Altuve used to be our leadoff batter.
Okay, so this guy
we got that type
of mad scientist.
Oh, man.
Okay.
But it's working.
Okay.
It's working.
All right.
How about Gurriel had 8 RBIs yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That tied the record for the Houston Astros in the history of mankind. Nobody has hit 8 RBIs Well, one person. And
Who hit 8? How many?
Gurriel hit 8
In one game?
last night. 8 RBIs.
Wait a minute, that's the rookie?
No. Gurriel is the one that wears the hat look like a
Who's the
rooster.
rookie?
Like
Yeah.
a rooster.
Oh, see, I don't know them, dude. Yeah.
You know the hat they come out.
I'm getting better.
Dude. I'm talking about, I mean, it is unbelievably fun watching those Astros. And you know, it just don't stop. They get day off today. I'm going to twist it, and then they'll be back in action on tomorrow.
Man said don't get it twisted.
I mean, I just get so, I mean, you know,
I'm glad you get excited.
They're traveling to Baltimore
I'm so glad.
for a 3-game series this weekend. They'll play against
You ever been to Baltimore State?
to the Camden Yards?
Oh.
That's the old one.
No,
But
I'm
not the
talking
new.
new.
No, not the new one.
Oh my goodness, great
Yeah,
place
back
to
when
watch.
Cal Ripken was
Yeah, it's
you know.
great place to watch baseball game. Great.
I mean, a lot
I
of
don't
those
even like
stadiums-
baseball, and I like to go
But
watch.
think about nowadays, most of the new stadiums are so intimate for
Yes.
to watch basketball. It's like we
I love the Astros.
we promote the Minute Maid Park
Yeah.
with the Astros.
Right.
It is an intimate setting. Even if you don't like baseball, then my recommendation is just go there and plan to just go for 3 innings.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
because I never stayed.
Just go for 3
Yeah,
innings. Just
yeah.
say I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna give it 3 innings, and you put a bet in your mind and say, well, if the combined run total isn't over 4, then I'm gone.
And then walk around. Don't just stay in one place. Walk on that side. It's different atmospheres, Jimmy, from left field to right field. In the left base, the third base line, and the first. That's why I walk around the whole place. So, yeah. So whatever.
You walk
I
around.
want to see all the work.
Man, I mean, dude, Carlos Correa, I mentioned him earlier. He's batting like 6th in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6th. This Astros, I mean, I'd like to say, guys, I mean, they're rocking and rolling, and it's your 74 wins, 40 losses this year, and don't get it twisted. This might be one of the best playoffs in recent memory.
Because all the teams are posted.
What the Yankees have like 5, 6 guys on a disabled list, right?
Are they going to be back?
Well, a couple of them will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like Giancarlo Stanton that used to play for the Marlins, and he's with the Yankees. He had only played like 6 games this year.
Wow.
You know, and then Judd has been. You know, I mean, dude, this series, and of course the Yankees are rolling without those guys. Without those guys, one of their best.
But Jimmy, they got the best payroll money can buy.
True that.
So come on now. I'm not surprised.
The Yankees have more wins than the Astros. Well, they tied with 75.
Okay, Jesse.
I said 74 and 40. 75 and 40 is the Astros were. And Yankees have 75 and 39. And on the other side, in the American and National League, the Dodgers it's just like the Dodgers and everybody else is like a free space and bingo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, New York Mets is hot right now. They're the hottest team in the league, but they were so horrible before the All-Star break. They're like 19, 20, and 6 since the break. So anyway, that's your baseball dose right now.
We got Trina Mooston, so she loved watching the Stros. Jimmy, Melvin Dudes, they talking about everybody on the Facebook feed. They talking about everybody.
What they say?
Talking about the I can't believe somebody talking about the Texans because they traded for a running back named Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson, he came out of Miami back in 2015.
But they talking about old Duke. Then I think Zeke Elliott gonna play this year. I honestly don't think he's gonna play.
They just better hope Duke don't turn into Dookie. That's what they better hope. I mean, but at the same time, what do you expect
But
from
Cleveland
Duke?
gave him away though.
Yeah, but he didn't want to.
Oh, that's the dude that
fell out with Baker Mayfield.
Oh yes.
Baker
Okay.
Mayfield. So he didn't really leave. Baker Mayfield
He
said,
got him out of
about
here.
it.
Okay. You know what? I'm just watching these people disrespecting Deshaun Watson in national news. I want that young kid. I just want. I don't like the Texans per se, but I want that kid to do well, Jimmy. I just really want him to do well. Shout out to everybody on the Facebook page. Jimmy, I got some.
Hit some breaks.
Okay.
We got to hit some breaks.
Hit a break.
On Melvin Dudes.
What Melvin Dudes?
Is it possible that Houston could be the first
What is it?
city with Major League Baseball, NFL, and NBA title in the same season? Is it realistic?
It's realistic. I'm with it. He said it's a possibility.
So,
what Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible.
After he won the title. After he won the championship.
I like what he said.
I wish he'd said it before.
Like
but understand, okay, so let's take this and run with it then. This is our question.
He said if it's possible.
We'll take this question and run with it.
Okay.
Of the 3 teams in Houston, which would you say has the best chance and which would you say has the worst chance?
Okay.
You go right now.
My best
Out of
chance.
the 3 pro teams.
Best chance. The Astros got to win. That's best.
They have the best?
That's the best.
So who has the worst then?
Man, you ain't gonna put me in this. The worst is the Texas. You ain't gonna put me in no trick bag like that. You can go on with that one. The Rockets number 2. The Rockets got a 10. Well, we got Westbrook to go with my nephew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a bank on Westbrook. I'm going with Brook and Harden and Brook. The Brook Harden show. The Harden Brook show. Yes,
so
I'm there.
West Coast then, West Side. That's
West Side, baby.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna look at some on the Facebook feed. You guys, if you're listening to us right now in your vehicles, when you get to where you're going, slide over to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Chop Shop HTX. CHOP HTX. And you can listen to us and watch us on the YouTube. Also, and when you get there, guys, just do us a favor because of the growth of digital media.
Yes.
And we haven't taken the YouTube as serious. It's time now, if you go there, do you mind if you would
subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever you can do to the page.
To the page. And also do the same on our Facebook page.
And all our social media outlets too, Jimmy. Jimmy, you know what? Somebody called me this morning with a story, Jimmy. Called me twice. And I said, what's going on? He said, man, you remember we was somewhere and this guy I introduced you to, he said, yeah, the guy called me back and said, man, I requested Hannah on Facebook and he liked me and he accepted my page. I didn't realize, y'all, you know what, I'm going to go through these pages because y'all got to realize in the beginning, I was never a Facebook. I wasn't social media. All my stuff was private. It was just for my family. I'm just opening up in the last year or so with the Chop Shop, opening up my Facebook page and my social media so the public can hear. So I used to move in silence, but Jimmy got me around here. You know, I got to be on the show, so everything's open now. But Jimmy, I got something for us this weekend. Tomorrow night, Beats and Eats. Second Friday, Beats and Eats. Guess where? At Midtown Park. From 6:30 to 9:30. Outside in the park.
They got some fans out there?
Fans, tents, and everything, Jimmy. That's courtesy of, you know that, Michelle Phillips. She sent us over. She said, just come on by, y'all.
We need
you
one.
got Beats and Eats.
Hey, I ain't gonna be able to eat a whole lot. You know, it's our month.
You know what? I might bring my bike just to because we in Midtown. And I might bring my bike.
You bring your bike, I'm taking my bike down.
Say no more. That's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 6:30 to 9:30, Beats and Eats. Yeah, we can ride through downtown. Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute. Yeah, we're going to make, hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Remember now, when I tell y'all something, Boom Boom Room on the air, when I bring guests on the air to tell y'all to show up and we got to start showing up and show out. I didn't see none of y'all at that fashion show, and that was the best fashion show I ever been to in my life. So I need y'all to show up when we talk about this kind of stuff, man. All right? Okay. All right. Hey, big fella. Hey, I got something for you. Huh? Pull up this. Oh, you go. I'm finna text you something to put. Yeah.
I got
You got it?
It's in the email box.
Yeah.
Get it from the email box.
Nah, he got it. He got it. Cause I mean, he got to bring it up on there anyway. He had to go to.
like,
It's on YouTube.
you want the whole thing though? Like,
No, yeah, it ain't that long. It's about a minute.
59 seconds.
Yeah. What up, everybody?
I see the question, guys. Yes, indeed, we're definitely going to address the Chris Brussard comment. Come on,
What y'all think about it?
You know that. You know we're going to address that.
What y'all think about
And-
Terrence Howard, man? What's up, baby?
Not only are we gonna address it, we gonna share and pull back. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some if-thens. I'm gonna give you some reality to it at the same time. Because a lot of people, some things. It sounds. I understand. I don't want to jump the gun. I just wait.
Go.
I'm
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Come on, man. Hey, we crazy. But what was you saying, Jim? I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
He said, "What's the address?"
What
Yeah,
address?
Anderson, look on the thing.
Oh,
for the Midtown, the park.
Just Midtown Park. You got to Google. You got to Google that. Michelle is on it. Michelle, get him the address. It's on Travis. Midtown, Houston. Just Midtown Park. Help me out now. I'm multitasking right here, Daryl Anderson. You're going to help me out a little bit. But somebody give him, Daryl Anderson, the address to Midtown Park. Hey, Melvin Dudes, you show up to it, you let me know, man. Hey, I got you. But when serious, y'all, you know I don't tell y'all about every event. When I tell you about the event, y'all better show up to that joint. Because, hey, I didn't go to no event the other night. I went to an extravaganza. That's what it was. There's no excuses fashion show. Tamika, you should have been there. That's Tamika type stuff. You got to write it down. You know you got to write it down. Doc. You can't hop. Okay. Yeah. What else we got? So yeah, I got somebody sent me a text. Yeah, I got a mailbag on y'all too now.
James Howard, I got a question for you, man. Answer that question. I'm curious. I just thought about it. It's gonna help with my sermon today. Thanks.
Oh, I got another topic. I got a good one, Jimmy. They sent me one in the mailbag. Remind me when mailbag time comes. Thank you, AJ.
Phyllis Dallas Morris, what's going on, girl? We ain't saw you in a while. Hey, it's about time for you to come on up in the chop shop. Hey, you just paid your dues. We need you live in the studio in the upcoming weeks.
Check it out. Big and small.
39 minutes past the hour. The Chop Shop, your midday sports happy hour. The best 120 minutes of your day on this baby Friday. Robert had alongside myself, Jim Hicks. We're kicking it in, and we'll get right into it because of our popular demand. You guys on our in the boom boom room. Mm-hmm. That's what we call
affectionately.
Yeah, okay. with affection. Okay. We call the viewers who congregate and watch the Chop Shop and share their thoughts daily on our Facebook page. If you haven't been in the boom boom room, go to Facebook, type in Chop Shop HTX. And in due time, we're going to have a dual boom boom room. We don't know what we're going to call it on YouTube, but it's going to be doubling down.
Yeah.
Like in black.
Yeah, we got to figure out a name for it.
But go to Facebook and you guys can not only watch the show, but you can interact with everyone. So we invite you to do so. Like our page while you're there. Now, meanwhile, we shift gears by popular demand. You guys want to dive right into the topic. So if you hadn't been up to speed, we'll bring you up to speed. On yesterday, Fox Sports basketball analyst Chris Brussard, he shared his thoughts on social media in response to the NCAA's decision on upgrading of their criteria for agents. So I'm gonna let you guys hear what Chris had to say, and then we're gonna go and probably all hell might break loose after that. But let's get it on. Let's get it started right now. Check this out.
They're calling it the Rich Paul rule, which is appropriate, but I'm gonna call it something else. Straight up racism. But instead of crying, complaining, and begging, it's time for black people to take action. You fight power with power. And one of our greatest sources of power is our athletic dominance. So I'm calling on all of our great black football and basketball players. Instead of going to these big universities that chew you up, spit you out, and don't care about you, go to an HBCU, a Howard, Morehouse, Hampton, Xavier of New Orleans, and many other schools. I know some of them are still NCAA, but at least the millions of dollars you generate would go to benefiting black people who are in dire need of economic empowerment. Secondly, our professional athletes, instead of giving $2-3 million donations to these big schools that you stayed at for a year or two, give it to an HBCU. Then they could strengthen their academic programs and their athletic programs and facilities.
There you have it. Now that's Chris Brussard on yesterday, and let's get right into it. Hal, let you go and breathe first.
No. You brought up this, so I'm gonna let y'all. I got a different take. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all do this thing.
What happened? If you let
You went to HBCU, go on. You talk about it.
Well, I mean, because understand, first and foremost,
I just don't, cause I'm not siding with him on a lot of this stuff he said.
Wow.
And the reason I'm gonna let y'all, and I'm gonna let you. I didn't get that. I'm gonna put it like this. I didn't get that out of what the NCAA. That is not my response. That's all I'm gonna say. But keep going.
Why is not your response?
It's just not from the NCAA. What they did the other day, I got a different take from it than he got. I did not go there. I didn't call it racism. I didn't call it that. So y'all might. I'm gonna let y'all go down that racism road.
I mean, why you don't?
I'm just saying. I don't. Give me your opinion. I'm just telling you. I don't agree with it.
Oh, it wasn't asking for you to agree with me. It said what's your thought on.
No, I'm asking you what your thought on it. Because you the one wanted it so bad. You saying that people on it. I just want to hear y'all thoughts because I probably got a different thought from y'all. But keep going.
Well, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
First, in HBCUs, we just talked to be based down in Houston. So this is SWAC territory. Both TSU and Prairie View are within Greater Houston. Well, the way I look at it like this. That's been a long-standing dream of many and a cry of a few, for as what if all of the bulk of the talent would take it back to yesteryear, the years of the Walter Paytons and the James Harrises and the Doug Williamses and go and play at HBCUs. Well, in today's society, the reality is that I have like 3 different layers of my thoughts on it. I love the fact that Chris Brussard used his personal platform to vet his thoughts on it, because Chris Brussard is he's the media guy that has the Christian faith based people that follow him. Chris Brussard, he goes around and he speaks at different faith-based functions. He doesn't curse, doesn't drink. So he's that side of the fence. Now that mean
that's right. That don't mean nothing. Keep going.
But then you allow his following.
Come on with it.
So if guys wanted to go to the HBCUs, first of all, it would take a conspired collective effort for it to happen and move the needle. Here's what I mean. I said yesterday, most HBCUs I know in the SWAC, we're talking about most the championship HBCUs in the SWAC in recent years have won with the bulk of guys over the years of 21 years old. So here's what happens. If you take the top kid, first of all, the top kid, it would have to take about 3 of those, 2 to 3, to move the needle, to collectively conspire to go to a school together. And all 3 of them would have to play as freshmen. These guys are transferring, going to mid-major, high-major budgeted programs, and if they ain't playing, the bulk of them are transferring. So what do you think they're going to do when they go to HBCU and don't play? So it would take the right situation. It can't just be a mass exodus of guys saying we're going to do this. It would take a conspired effort to go and get 3 guys, at least 3. And the coach that has space for 3 freshmen or 4 or 5 and have their rendition of a Fab 5 at a HBCU.
Jimmy,
that team would have to win.
I don't mean, you can go back to you. I'm having problems here because I'm listening to what he said in response to the NCAA's new rules. what has that got to do with what you're talking about right now? Because that was, I see, that's what I don't understand. We've been talking this, you've been saying that same thing forever. I done heard that same speech. You've said it before, okay? About the HBCUs, and they take more than one guy to move the needle. And, you know, they like older guys in the HBCUs and the SWAC. So what I'm trying to say, we're talking about what Chris Brussard said. I want to know where it was racism.
That's a whole different topic, Adam.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the HBCU thing.
But guess what? But it was in the piece.
Adam, I just asked you a while ago, what was your thoughts? You said, I'm going to let y'all talk about this.
But so your thoughts in that whole piece, so you got out of that whole piece that about HBCU.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I can care less about the racism part.
Okay.
You know, it is what it is.
Okay.
I can care less. What are you dwelling on that?
So you saying, well, he the one mentioned.
Okay, but he mentioned 4 different bullets.
So what about the money? Like somebody just said that, hold on, this Snoop Dogg gave a lot of money to USC, which probably didn't put a dent in it. Why did he put money in there?
Because his son played and went there.
1 second.
Okay, still.
As a matter of fact, his son went to UCLA.
Well, I'm sorry. His son didn't go to UCLA.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg was a grand supporter of USC.
Just to be on the sideline.
For years.
Yes.
That's easy. But listen, you can give your money to whoever you want to give them to. I'm talking about the notion and the thought. I'm addressing this one first about if a mass amount of black or minority players decided to go.
Why would these mamas, why would they go? Tell me why. Because if I was going to be an architect, or if I was a girl, I'd be a nurse, I would go to Prairie View. Because they churn out great architects and great nurses. But these other schools like Jarrett Howard School, Kansas, churn out great basketball players and great pros. So you tell me a parent, I'm just telling you a parent gonna choose a HBCU as an athlete to go to an athlete over one of these big schools. That's what you're trying to say. Give me a reason for a parent. No, you give me a reason for a parent to do it.
Just like you mentioned a while ago about in agriculture, a reason to go to Prairie View, well, the reason to go to TSU, Texas Southern University, would be they have Thurgood Marshall School of Law. And they also have the
No, I'm talking about undergrad. We're talking about undergrad. Because the athlete, most athlete gonna go to undergrad. They're not gonna. All of them are not gonna make it there.
Okay. The concept that Chris Brussard used would be to help generate, because if you go there, then that means eventually, if those teams, it would take. It's not one class don't move.
Give me a reason for a parent to go.
It would be to help that school, empower that school, and move to help push the.
You'll send your son.
Absolutely, I would.
If he was the top player in the country, in the city, and in the country.
If I was well off and did not need any money, because it would take money that's going to be the lure. If I didn't need no money,
okay.
Hell yeah, I
but
would
if
do
my auntie had,
that's the whole thing though. So if money, see, because here's the thing, everybody's on TV now. Everybody. Remember, it was just
not enough.
It was just 15 years ago when. Think about it, and just think about it. It was just less than 10 years ago when the Longhorn Network came out. They had their own channel. So, and the Big 12 went crazy. And them said, we leaving the Big 12. We going to the SEC.
So you saying, it's all right. If you ain't got no money, you ain't going to send it. Okay? You ain't got no money. No. But if you had some money, you would send your kid.
If you had, listen, economically, because that plays a great part in it. For one of the reasons why a lot of these kids go to certain schools, let's not be naive. Money changes hands. Economic resources are relayed. It happens. So the thing is that's the thing that's.
So if I'm a rich kid, I'm a rich dad. I'm gonna send my kid. I'm a rich dad. I'm gonna send my kid to TSU.
If you went to HBCU, and if you went or have any type of affiliation or affection for HBCU, then you can.
So this really is a call out to you alumni of those universities.
Yes, the first layer.
I got
the first layer.
Okay.
That's first and foremost. Because they can't support their own schools or former schools. Then why the hell do you expect somebody
That's a good one. Okay.
So shout. We're
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. See, I'm just trying to get it right. What be a reason? I'm just trying to find a reason. We can talk about Chris Duval. He just threw out that rhetoric, but I'm just trying to say what reasons. He just threw out a whole lot. I didn't get that out of that article. So a lot of man, I got a boy. We don't have enough show to talk about. Let me see what my people talking about. Brandon Morris said, great point. What would a legitimate reason to send my son to HBCU? How many NBA players came from HBCU? What data support the reason? And listen to me. Y'all got to realize, if you've watched this show long enough, you'll understand I love HBCUs. I wish I had a chance to go. You follow me? I'm serious. But I have a daughter that went to University of Memphis first, but guess where she came to Houston, and I persuaded her to go where? To Texas Southern. She finished there. So guess what? So what incentive? You gotta give me something for me to take Stretch. Kim Corvell Williams on here. For Stretch to say, man, I'm not going to Texas and the stuff Texas can bring me. And I'm going to go over here to Prairie View, which and the coach already told me I don't want no youngsters. Now that he said, but I prefer older guys to win in this thing.
Well, that's what it would take the perfect situation. It would take the coach would have to have the space available for, meaning he would have some graduating seniors leaving and be willing to go and engage in the experiment. To say. But
this by Brussard, he just threw out a mandate like people do. You can't throw out no mandate like that, dude. Come on, man.
It's like the preacher saying, everybody go and let's go and
wait a minute. No. Kim. They didn't recruit your son. Well, then if you cared that much, you would have recruited TSU. Think about it, you are an alumni from there, Kim Williams. Ain't that what you just said? I know you don't like to disagree with Kim, but ain't that what you just said? I'm an alumni of him. I would make sure my son go there. If I was financial. If they didn't recruit them.
Oh, it don't. That's
what Chris Brussard said.
No, he didn't say recruit them. He just said most of them kids should go there. Because a lot of those schools are.
Well, we might need to play that thing again.
He didn't say for you to go and recruit. No, not one time he said go and recruit those schools. He said send your kids to them schools.
I didn't say he said it, but I'm just telling you, you can reach out to the school too. You think they'll turn down Stretch?
Still, she got to do that. People want to be recruited. People want to be recruited.
Y'all crazy. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. It's getting good in here. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, broadcasting on the Power 101.5 FM in Houston. Got a lot of points, got a lot of things going on. You can finish this. I think you got a hot take. I got something else for you, though.
Here's the thing. This topic, sometimes, this is the perfect example of what I tell people. Sometimes the music sounds better from a different set of speakers. So I know you guys have heard somebody provide that notion of share that I have a dream speech about all of the black athletes should go to HBCUs before. I know you have. So now Chris Brussard says it. Now it's time to wake up. And I don't have no problem with that because all eggs don't hatch on the same day.
And we've been saying this for how long?
Man, ever since been on the air.
Ever since we've been on the air.
But at the same time, I'm not going to beat them on the head. Here's my thoughts. Let's look at this right here. Let's just pull back. Remember I told you, it's about 3 to 4 different layers of this conversation. Right now, if you're watching right now on the Facebook feed, on YouTube, share with us the name of the summer coach who promoted and influenced his kid as a graduating senior to go and sign with the HBCU, with TSU, that had other offers. that with a swag school, with a HBCU, that had other offers of the Division I level. Let me rephrase that. That had committable offers or letters of intent that was emailed, that was ready to be signed from other Division I programs. See, if we want to get into this conversation, let's find out who's been walking the walk and who's been talking the talk already. Has there anybody in the greater Houston area that's been walking that walk and talking that talk with their former players, with their players? Then all of a sudden you wake up and you look up at your skin, you cut the light on in the room, and you can realize, what's my guy name, the character that, what's the comedian name? The comedian that had the skit about being thought he was a white Klansman. Dave Chappelle. Remember the old Dave Chappelle skit when he didn't realize he thought he was white, and then you know. But anyway, but with this situation, name me the program. I know one person that had another Division I offer. That's an incoming freshman at TSU, and that's the twin, the Reader's twin, from Eisenhower High School. They could have went somewhere else. He could have went somewhere else. Didn't have a whole lot of offers, but the dad chose TSU.
What could they have went?
I don't have a list of his offers then, but he had other offers.
Okay.
He played other offers. Now they all dwindled away. You follow me? But he had offers. He had options. That was I think he had like 2 other D1 offers to play with.
Okay.
Now, this is, once again, the Reader's twin from Eisenhower High School. He's a freshman at TSU right now. His brother is going to TSU as a walk-on. They were twins. And he'll be, on the team as a walk-on. I'm from what I understand. But the other twin, the main primary one, is a scholarship student athlete. But here's my thing. How many other people can you name? And we just go from different sports. Basketball we're talking about right now, because I know that had many people in the area been promoting their kid. Now once the kid get to another college and get in trouble, and it's time to transfer, oh, TSU, Prairie View, Southern, that's the net. They fall right into the net. So who do you know the central player?
I don't know nobody.
So okay, so
that's what I'm trying to tell you, Jimmy. Brussard, I'm just trying to see what was he talking about. And then he talking about the donations of your money. You can't count nobody's money now. You can't talk about nobody what the money's. But if that wasn't Chris Brussard, man, if y'all listen to that thing face value, if that wasn't Chris Brussard, y'all would tear his head off. And by the way, I want to shout out to Chris Brussard and Rob Parker, because Dorian Branch, our intern, she is down at the National Black Broadcasters, Journalism Broadcasting in Miami, and she sent me a picture of those 2 guys, she in between both of them. She took a picture with them last night. Man, Dodo had an outfit. Dodo had a dress on. Yeah, Dodo got a dress on when you want.
A dress and some Jordans.
Yes, no, let me see. She had Jordans on.
Yes,
hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, she sent it to you. No, she had no, she did. She had no dress. She did. She had a nice pantsuit on. She looked Hillary Clinton last night.
That's a good thing. Shout out to Dodo out there in Miami.
But come on, let's go with this. Because this stuff, we're going to go around the world with this stuff.
Says, and we go to some of your questions and comments on the Facebook feed in the Boom Boom Room. Simply, that's on Facebook. Type in Chop.
I'm talking about top kids too, Jimmy. Quit telling me about the Reader's twins. I'm talking about top shelf kids.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on. In every ant bed, there's a red ant. The Reader's,
I ain't talking about
this kid was one of the top 5 seniors from the Greater Houston area. This hadn't happened before.
Jimmy.
Hadn't happened.
I'm not questioning them. I'm talking about a top recruit. The only way you're going to move a needle
in your area, you're not going to get a kid. You understand? That's in your area. You got to start somewhere. If you're gonna do that, you have to start somewhere. You have to. You think Mississippi Valley is going to get a top kid from California?
That's the only way it's going to change. It's the only way it's going to change.
but you're skipping over a layer.
No.
You got to be able to conquer your area. At least get somebody from your area to make it realistic. In reality, you're not going to lure the top 3 kids from New York City out of high school. That's the top 3 players from New York City